Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm really happy and excited to be here. So my name is Gracie Soultanian, 14 years old from Shirley, Massachusetts. Alright, so I'm going to give you just a little bit more background about me. So I would say about three years ago now, I started Heartstrong, and because at my old school, they had several different programs, and I happened to join a program where they really pushed us to think of an idea that really empowered us to make a difference in our community. Oh, they clicked the wrong slide. There we go. Okay. So they pushed us to have an idea that that inspired us to make a difference in the community. So I heard Michael's story, and I told it to you yesterday, but if you didn't hear it, Michael was 16 years old. He was playing. He's from Sutton, Massachusetts. I'm just going to hold it. Okay. He's playing his high school JV football game, and he collapsed and went to sudden cardiac arrest. CPR was performed immediately, but there was no AED on site at the field he was playing at, and Michael sadly passed away. And ever since hearing his story, I wanted to make a difference, and my mission 3 years ago since I've started has been to raise awareness about sudden cardiac arrest, place AEDs at schools, athletic field facilities, and provide CPR and AED training to coaches, students, and school staff. So I'd say several months ago when Michelle asked me to present, I said yes, of course, I would love to. But now, when I sat down to try to make my presentation, I was stumped because I feel like you guys are the experts. You do so much, you know so much. I didn't want to come up here and say something that you already knew. So I reached out to Michelle and Martha, and they said to just really say your story and say what empowers you and what you believe empowers and inspires your peers and youth. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so like I said, I'm from Massachusetts. And in Massachusetts, there's no law requiring AEDs to be in schools. There's no law in Mass for CPR to be a mandatory high school graduation requirement. The school district decides their own curriculum. And so because of this, what I have to do to reach youth, I reach out to school boards, recreational boards, athletic facilities, like youth teams and youth groups. I can contact them, call them, email, or I will talk to someone who's reached out to me, and I will set up a time so I can go and present my PowerPoint to raise awareness about sudden cardiac arrest. I will share several of your stories. I will then offer CPR and AED training and donate an AED. And for example, a year ago, when my town, my communities were really covered, so I wanted to branch out and get some other communities covered. I reached out to a town, and so I reached out to their recreational department, and when I went to go present, there was 2 full-time firefighters. The presentation went well. I ended up donating AED there. And fast forward a month later, I reached out to that same town's middle school, and my goal was to get the middle school students trained in CPR. And at that presentation, it was one of those full-time firefighters and their fire chief. And at the end of the presentation, the firefighters actually offered to train the 7th grade students in CPR. And so, when I went to the training, it was amazing. The students went from station to station, getting certified in CPR and AED training, learning how to use an AED and learning the basics about sudden cardiac arrest. So that went well. The students loved it so much. It was so much fun. I went. It was so much fun. And they actually are now training the whole entire high school. So a few more things of what I do to try to engage youth. So at my school for National CPR and AED Week, the first week of June, I will set up a table at school, games, prizes, flyers, posters. I will put several different cards of your story, the Parent Heart Watch cards, and students come up and they are so interested and engaged. After they'll read some of your stories and they ask about AEDs, some information about sudden cardiac arrest, how they can go to, if they can go to a heart screening. Also at my school, I'll organize school assemblies with AED presentations and have both the Alcestors and the Thibodeaux come down, and they presented, and when they presented, you could hear a pin drop. Everyone was so silent and in awe of their stories and their presentations, and after, like I said again, they want to learn. They're saying, oh, can I come to the next heart screening event? They want to know more information. So it's really just starting the conversation, getting them interested. And so a few things that you guys can do, providing events, we'll come. We're kids, we want to come do some fun things. You can do a school assembly with hands-only CPR. At my school, when we did the CPR and ED unit. It was me and my friend's favorite unit today. We still laugh about it and enjoy it. And then we could do a halftime at games. At my school, I'm trying to set up a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, games, prizes, and contests. And I know this is a really heavy and important topic, but we're still kids and we still want to have that aspect of fun and stuff because we will remember this. And we want to learn, we want to have these skills, and we'll remember. And community service, if you have seniors and juniors in high school, when they need their community service like ours, they can go with, they'll get some extra ones. Maybe they do a heart screening, or they do training in CPR. And then also for like Girl Scouts, if they need another badge, maybe you can set something up for them. If they do a training or a heart screening, they'll get another badge. I'm actually going home and presenting to the group of Girl Scouts in a month. And so I think Rena actually touched upon this. I don't know where you are, maybe I don't know. So she touched upon extra credit in school as well. But besides everything, besides like all the different events or anything you hold, it's really your stories that powers us. Just keep going, keep advocating and sharing them, because when we hear them, we want to learn more. Us kids, we want to learn how to use an AED, we want to learn how to do CPR, we want to be prepared, because we couldn't imagine really in our life someone collapsing and no one knowing what to do. That's what really empowers us to want to learn. Actually, for the past few weeks, I've been interviewing and talking to some of my friends, peers at my school, about what empowers them. There's actually some few personal stories, so I'm going to share a video with you that I made. Go to the slide now.
I know what CPR is, but I do not know how to perform it, and I don't know what an AED is, but if I knew that I could save someone's life, I would want to learn how to use it. And if in gymnastics, me or my friends are, have like sudden cardiac arrest, I'd want to know how to do it, because my friends could save my life, or, I could save my friends.
No, I don't really know how to do CPR or how to use an AED, but knowing it could save someone's life, it'd be really helpful to use.
If an AED or CPR could save someone's life, I would of course want to learn how to do it. If one of my teammates fell and they were unresponsive, I would of course want to learn how to use it and to save them, or also my teammates learning how to use one so they could save other people's lives or even my life.
Yes, I do know what sudden cardiac arrest is. I do not know how to use an AED or how to perform CPR, but I know that people can die from sudden cardiac arrest, and I'm very intrigued in how to save lives.
I have recently heard of sudden cardiac arrest, and I've heard stories about kids who have died from sudden cardiac arrest. I have no experience in CPR and using an AED, but hearing these stories has made me want to learn about CPR and using an AED.
Other kids' stories about sudden cardiac arrest made me want to learn how to use AEDs and learn CPR, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me, and if it happened to anyone else, I would want to know what to do if I was put into that situation. So I think it's really important to learn how to use AEDs and learn CPR.
So I would want to know how to do CPR and use an AED, because I would always want to be prepared for a situation. If someone went into cardiac arrest, then I'd want to save their life, because you always think it's not going to happen, but it does all the time, and it could to you. So it would just be good to have other people also have that experience that they would know.
Well, I was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy in the summer of 2013.
I was 3. I was diagnosed with severe restrictive cardiomyopathy, and then I had to have a heart transplant when I turned 4.
I was lucky in the sense that it was found out that I had this condition before I had any serious cardiac event, but I'm also unlucky in the sense that I don't know when or where I might have a cardiac event at any time. But thankfully, here at my school, Parker, incorporated into the health program is the opportunity for any kid to learn become certified in CPR, so I feel like I have kind of a safety net around me when I'm at school, knowing that anybody around will know how to use an AED, know how to give me CPR if I do collapse or something.
Before I came to Parker, I had no idea what sudden cardiac arrest was. I didn't know how to use an AED. I'm pretty sure my own school didn't even have one. And I didn't know what CPR was. And this is really crazy to me because when I was 3, I was diagnosed with severe restrictive cardiomyopathy. And then I had to have a heart transplant when I turned 4.
Great if people could go and learn CPR so other kids who have either hypertrophic cardiomyopathy or other heart conditions can know that there are people around who, if they have a cardiac event, can potentially save their life.
I'm empowered to learn about CPR and learn how to do it and learn how to use an AED because I have a higher risk of going into sudden cardiac arrest. So it's important to me that my friends know what to do because then they'll know what to do to save my life.
I know what sudden cardiac arrest is, and I know how to perform CPR and use an AED so I can save someone's life. And I think that that's important for other people to learn how to use an AED and learn how to use CPR too, so they can save a life too.
Yeah, I do know how to use an AED, and I do know how to perform CPR, and I'm ready if someone collapses from cardiac arrest.